I just, as soon as I was able to legally drink, I stopped drinking Mickey's Ice and all the assorted Keystone beverages, and started going to my local Grant's brewery pub, and from there just developed a love for beer and could not for the life of me find a brewery job anywhere, even to help schlep a keg. So I started at a bottle shop in Yakima, the only bottle shop in Yakima, the beer shop. And I worked there for a couple years and started going to the Hop Union Brew School every year. And just last year I came back from lunch and I was lucky enough that Chris said, "Hey, you want to work?" And so I started working here, and then he left six or so months later for his new endeavor, and they trusted me enough to take over the reins with all of Chris's recipes and a couple of my own, and everything's been going great so far. So yeah, it's a dream. It's my dream job, and I just got lucky enough to do it, you know. Well, I guess the process would start with our dirty keg pile, which we then transfer over, and we wash the tops and sides and then attach them to our keg washer, which recirculates alternately hot caustic solution and then sanitizing solution and pressurized, and then they go into a keg pile of now clean, sanitized, and ready to go kegs. And from there we then go back into the walk-in, and that's where all of our tax determination and serving tanks are, which is this beautiful 34-degree wonderland. We've got 8 different tanks of all of our big movers, and we rack out of those, and we've got keg manifolds for filling all of our tap needs. And I guess the intermediary is the brewing area, which you saw earlier, where we mash and do all of that important work, which is right this way. Here's our conditioning tank for brightening beer and perhaps long lagering phases. We have our mash tun and kettle. This is our 20-barrel kettle, 20-barrel fermenters, hot liquor tank, heat exchanger you can't see. We're all steam jacketed here, so we have really fast instant heat with only the minimal maintenance of a boiler, which is a great advantage a lot of breweries don't unfortunately have. Our grist case, which holds all of our pre-milled grain through the auger, and our beautiful floor drains. I think that's probably the whole case where it goes down. That's where it ends, is the floor drain. So, well, we've got a lot of our standards on these taps. We've got our Coyote Moon, which is a dark English mild of 3.8%. It's a big seller. Sunnyside Pale as a nice English pale, good biscuity maltiness. House IPA is probably our top seller. Trainwreck is our current Cascadian Dark Ale, which we've got a new batch coming through. Extra Blonde is an American style blonde. It's our biggest seller out of house. Little Chief is one of my new creations. It's a 4.5% IPA, about the color of Miller Genuine Draft, but with the hoppiness of something else entirely. We've got, this is my first batch here, was the Heifer, just an American style Hefeweizen with Amarillo hops. The Moxie Pale Ale was my assistant and I's first batch. It's a very nice, dry IPA more than it is a pale ale. It's just, India doesn't grow any hops, so why worry about them? Porter, it's a great chocolatey, robust porter. I've started instituting some guest taps, so that's a Lagunitas. We like to have a little bit of outdoor flavor. Same with maybe like the Black Raven, dry Irish stout. Rosa Reserve is our high test, somewhere between a barley wine and a strong ale. And then Dead Man's Hand is one of my newer creations, which is a lemony, citrusy IPA type thing with Pilsner malt and Sriracha Ace, Japanese hop. It's very interesting, very different. We just went to Seattle yesterday, delivered to Naked City and the Noble Fur, and then, you know, stopped at Browers, waited for someone from Bellingham to meet up and take kegs, and got to drink a beautiful bottle of sour at Brewers and have some, you know, it's just the community about brewing is, you know, one of the best things. I mean, it's not the pay, I don't think anyone does it for. It's for the camaraderie, and the industry is just a fantastic industry to be a part of. I can't think of a better one.